Hi everyone, today is May the 25th, and as always, we're going to tell the pen story. This pen story changed a lot of people's life, especially to why something happened to our life, and how we can connect manifest our dream in very certain ways. So, are you ready? Let's get started, okay? What is this? What is the pen? What do we use the pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside and with this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? Is that not to actually? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct? The dog or the human? The answer is both correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct and the dog won, the human is also correct in human world. So that is our first lesson, both are correct. Now let's imagine that there is a table in front of me, so I'm going to put this thing on the table. And then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become then? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. Or it becomes neither a pen nor a chewing toy, right? It's become almost nothing, and the action which becomes one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical affirmation. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Yishin Rosh applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build business with a revenue $280 million a year. There's also several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the page story, okay? So this thing clearly on the table when there's no dominance on this nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time, this become then. I'll become something, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a simple thing when there's no human, no dog or nothing to interact with, they come back to choose something called the emptiness. So the emptiness is not darkness, it's not black, it's nothingness, no feeling, no thinking. The emptiness is the cell, it doesn't interact with anyone or anything. So, each one of us, whether we are human, animal, plant, or trees, or object, we all have the emptiness. But in reality, we always interact with someone or something. So as a reason that we always have the potential to become anything, anyone, and we will by thinking first at that very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing with the pen is selling the job or anything in this entire universe, we'll have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now, you all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to leave this one become a diamond. Okay, so please play with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. We still pen. So what in my mind, I first need to see this as a pen, but not a diamond. They all say it didn't say I might that the ancient wisdom calls come up. When we see something, the sitting say I might pop up, open up and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted early into our mind. So we planted those into our mind. So you can plant the seed into your mind, and I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by word, by actions, by thoughts, especially to other people. So for instance, when I hold on to this, and I say, "Well, I love the pen. You want to have this pen?" And when my friend say, "Yes, please," I'd be so happy to give this to my friend. The whole meaning from my friend. Do this people open up, and both me and my friend will see it. It's all living love in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I'm gonna have this one as a pen, which will see that the pen is already planted into my mind. open up and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted already into our mind. So who planted those in my mind? And this is how we can become a man, and things around us become what and they are to us. Intentionally, there are 71 lessons today. One over 4 lessons. The first lesson is know the correct. So we learn to respect each other, and we learn to respect each other's choices. We learn to listen to each other in a compassionate heart. The second lesson is love the emptiness we all have this potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential. Everyone and everything around you, and trust the potential, whatever happened to you. The third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. Don't blame anyone, because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. And the fourth lesson is how to create or manufacture life in a certain way. So first, you have to know what you want to plant into, what you want to have in your term life, right? And after that, you start planting those seeds in your what, your action, your thoughts with other people. If you want to have happiness, then you plant the happiness seed using your what, your action, your thoughts with other people, helping other people to be more happy, to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then use your word, your action, your thoughts with other people, helping other people to be more prosperous. And just like that, whatever that you think, you want, making sure that you share what your action, your thoughts with other people, helping other people to get to that very same seed. And that is the very best way to plant the seed into your mind. And then one of these days, those seeds gonna sprout up into a plant, a tree, and then you're gonna harvest the good result from that. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that, last weekend we went on a trip with my kids, and then I think that the kids had a splendid time. Me personally, this is quite challenging, I think, for all parents, but then we work together to ensure that we have a good time. The one thing that I really found I really concerned in that trip is that I saw that the kids, they spend a lot of time with the computer, iPad, laptop, the phone, and that is something that I don't really like. I didn't really like in that trip. But then I was wondering, but then when I was thinking about that, I have been thinking about that actually. And I was thinking, okay, so that is some expectation coming from coming from me. And is that really realistic though? And thought, what can I do to make it better? Instead of complaining, because I did complain. I did complain with my daughter and my family when in the end of the trip. Because I was expecting that the kid, instead of spending time on the computer or laptop, electronic device, they would have time to play with each other and having time. I don't mind if if they stay online doing what they want, but I want them to do some team bonding, so that they get to know each other rather than just playing on the electronic device on themselves. But then thinking about that, I think that we all have a good time, and that is one of the highest goal of the whole trip. So I truly believe that it's all about what you think in your mind, whether it's a good trip, whether it's a successful trip or unsuccessful trip. It's all coming from your mind and how you expect it to be. And that is how I really think that I need to see that, I need to, was also a really good lesson for me to see that, okay, it's still the same, it's still a very same trip to everyone, but different people will have the different perspective about it. So, so that is something I really take into account. And then it's also a good learning experience for me. So next time, when we organize another trip, to be able to lay out the ground, lay out the route previously, so that we better. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. Thank you, everyone, for coming to me in 2008. And by me sharing with you the pen story of my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my Jewish family, to my friends, to my co-workers, to my neighbors, to my clients, or to any living things in this world and the other world. With love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye.